What is up, everybody? It's Gonti Conscious back here again with another video. So we're going to be getting into Junji Ito episode 3. And we're just going to skip all the talk. I know it's been a little bit of a while. And I'm actually going to make an update video also giving some... Ew, what is that? Ew. Anyway, I'm going to be giving an update video on some new changes that will probably be taking place on the channel. Oh, that's so distracting. Oh, man. So distracting. What is this? Oh man. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna begin this reaction. Get this up here. Set myself over in my little corner over here. I'm gonna need it, and we are gonna begin this in
1, 2, 3.
I should actually get. Please don't talk yet. Oh. Bam! I'm back. I just went ninja. Alright. We're back. Now I got my Bam, headsets. I feel like this is going to be a comedy episode just based off how this is going so far. Oh man, what happened here? Seems to have some type of like emo, edgy type of, I don't know, good looking guy. Ooh, get owned. So cruel, man. I really love the opening. It's just so swinging. It really makes you wanna go Elvis Presley. You know what I mean? Start bopping your feet side to side. Well, not your feet, but like the back of your heels, side to side. The opening is just so epic. I really love it. I love that. That's my favorite part of the opening right there. I'm telling you, this is like worth going on like your SoundCloud or just your music playlist in general. This is actually a really nice opening. I'd love to react and hear the actual opening like fully blown. Full-blown opening. It made no sense what I just said, but yeah, and I really love like all those screw holes in her hand. It looks like I'm saying screw holes, well, nail holes, because you know we see Ito putting the nails in. I really want to see if Ito's going to be a reoccurring character because I'm not sure, and I really want him to not just be like for one episode. Is that the same school as Ito? I'm wondering if that's the same school as Ito. You might be obsessed, just based off of what I saw with that face right there. I don't think he's gonna really like that. I'm really interested to see how he's gonna play out. But I don't think she's into him like that. He might have something to play in it. You just straight cold shoulder them. Yeah, and that's actually because I know like a lot of Japanese people are kind of, interesting. Whoa. Oh, snap. That's messed up. I don't know that. I didn't expect that was gonna happen to her. Um, but yeah, I was gonna say, I lost my thought. I was gonna say something, I just forgot it. Oh yeah, I remember now. Japanese people I know, not all. I don't say Japanese people in general, but I know a lot of Japanese people tend to be, caught up in a lot of superstition like this. So this is kind of holds some realism to the mentality surrounding it. You know what I mean? And how people are kind of interested in that type of fortune telling type of stuff, and how people are also concerned of it as well. Both ends of the spectrum. She's creepy, man. Oh, he must be just like the other guy. He's gonna ask me, will my love be recognized? Oh, come on now. That's really messed up. I mean, it's not just fully messed up, how she's obsessed with such a low life, but it's messed up that she's. It's just a creepy situation the way that this is executed, and she had to ask the question. She's gonna die, and it's sad because she's gonna die with the kid. A car's gonna hit her, isn't it? No. No. Because then I was gonna say it'll be really bad though if she dies because then she's pregnant. Come on, man. Don't tell me she stabbed herself. She stabbed herself, didn't she? What? Oh, brother. Oh no, don't tell me. She's gonna ask the same question to him. She's gonna maybe not right now, but she's gonna ask him the same question, or one of the girls is gonna ask him because they have a liking for him. I wonder what would happen if someone asked, "Will your love be recognized?" Ooh, boy. Oh man. Oh man, that is bad. Yeah, because now he feels like he's disgusting and he can't face her. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think a lot of people have kind of been through that moment. Okay, okay, this is where she's a little bit too submissive. I think I mean, I don't know. She should pursue it on one point from a realistic point of view, but knowing what series this is, that's not true. You know, I kind of fear for her. I really hope she doesn't ask any stupid questions. Don't ask the question. Don't be that stupid. Come on. Oh, no, she's not stupid, but come on now. Ridiculous. I suddenly realized that this episode is so abstract. Like, we know hold on. You won't answer her. Interesting. Alright, so she did survive. He's putting that question in her head. He wants her to ask that question. It's a little bit messed up that it's a little annoying that it is a little bit annoying. I mean that's okay, that's too rough. I understand, but still. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He left it up to your interpret. I really did. Okay, this actually is slightly making me feel some way. Slightly. Don't tell me it was her. This is what I say. He's okay. I'm not saying he should go with her, but he should at least give some sort of respect back. You know what I'm saying? Even if she's creepy, she should still give some sort of respect back. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You don't. There's so many guys who'd like to be in this position, to be quite honest. Okay, listen, I was angry about what she said to the girl, but no. No, don't see him stab himself. Don't.
四つ筋の美少年、絶対にそいつをこのままにしとくわけにはいかない。あいつを探す。その一方で僕は辻裏を受ける。辻裏をする人たちに希望の湧くような言葉をかけて、あいつがやっていることと正反対のことをやる。それがあいつへの対抗手段になるんじゃないだろうか。
He's brave. He's brave. I like him, but listen, he led her there. He led her there. I feel like this is abstract, and I feel like this has some meanings within it. Like I don't feel like I don't know, but this episode's kind of weird. They somehow believe that this tale of this spirit walking around. This is what I'm saying. It's she killed herself multiple times.
彼女たちは辻で自殺した少女たちだ。その証拠に。それでも僕も辻通いをやめるわけにはいかなかった。
龍介くん、
みどりちゃん、
今日も街を歩き回るの？知ってるのよ。あなたが辻裏する人のために歩き回ってること、まるで何かに疲れたように。理由を教えて。なぜそこまでして。
あいつを、四つ辻の美少年を捕まえるまではやめるわけにはいかないんだ。
ダメよ。
This is so stupid. Why doesn't he stay to watch her? Okay, and because we can see he's succumbing to the illness of that guy. This is what I'm saying. He's not thinking it straight. I love that sax. I love it. But and the sax really matches the scene. This kid's an idiot. He is an idiot. I'm gonna be honest. She's an idiot. Come on now. Don't. Come on now. Don't. Okay, I'm getting triggered with this episode. I'm getting triggered because I really don't want her to go down. She's gonna do it. This is Junji Ito. Good.
ある人が指さした方向へ歩いたんだ。君こそなんでこんなところに。
出たの。四つ辻の美少年が。
なんだって。
見て。
しかし四つ辻の美少年の姿はどこにもなく、あれほど濃く立ち込めていた霧も嘘のように晴れていた。
おしゃべりで有名だった優子が最近急に無口になった。たまに喋っても、あのね、あらひ、最近うまく喋れないの。
Yeah, so I was gonna say that they spelled the word well wrong, but it makes sense why.
でも、ろっこも悪いとこなんかないんだけどな。そして、とうとう学校に出てこなくなってしまった。
Is this a No, I was gonna say, is this a different? I seen manga images of this on Google. I seen images like this. This is gonna be so epic, and I don't know the plot, but I seen images on this of Google, like 2 or 1 year ago, whatever. 2 years, not year. 2 or 1 year ago, or years, whatever.
いくら殺しても次から次へ湧いてきやがる。
日が当たらなくてジメジメしてるからよ。
おい、塩を貸してくれ。
まあリエちゃんじゃない。久しぶりね。
こんにちは。
This is gonna be so creepy, dude. This is gonna be so creepy. It's ridiculous.
優子？
We've seen this in the preview. Yeah, the PV before it came out.
優子。
どうしたの優子。
Oh my god.
Can you eat pussy like that? Can you eat pussy like that?
Yes, we can.
Suck her eye out.
Some milk.
All my shining teeth in me.
もうこうなったら仕方ない。
どうするのあなた。
浴槽いっぱいに塩を入れて、その中に優子を潜り込ませるんだ。よし、これでいい。さあ優子、
It's gonna suffocate her.
頑張れよ。いいか。
Not that, but the thing. She's probably becoming a slug, so it's probably gonna kill her as well.
ちょっとあなた。いくらなんでも長すぎない？
優子、どうした？ああ、いかん。中で気を失ってるんだ。ありゃ、これは優子の着てたパジャマじゃないか。優子はどこへ行ってしまったのだ。優子、どこだ優子。あ、これはなんだ。はあ、優子の体はどこへ行ってしまったのだ。
あなたよく見て。首の根元に小さな体がついてる。塩で縮んでしまったのよ。
What the living?
今でもそれは裏庭にいるらしい。まるでカタツムリのような殻を持っているが、そのヌメヌメ感はナメクジ特有のものだそうだ。そして人が近寄ると殻が悲しそうな目でこちらをじっと見つめるという。
This is like your brain on drugs. This is... What is this series? So I think the kid who, you know, not the kid. Okay, so I think you're gonna see a whole lot of us. So unprofessional. As I was saying before, first half of the episode was my favorite. That was really for me the height of the episode. I love this ending so much. Yo, I love this ending so much. It's ridiculous. I love this ending. It's so awesome, and it's so artistic. I love it. And the ending's changed, you know, with the visually. You know, now instead of, you know, of course, it still maintains the concept. You know, he's the color in the background is changing still, the different setting, except, you know, it's one still image. You know what I mean? It's one still image rather than, you know, multiple people, you know, popping up out of nowhere. Oh no, but then they do have the snail girl going down the screen. Interesting. I'm actually gonna rewind that just because I really love that ending. I gotta do that again. I really love that ending. I don't know what it is. I just love it. Interesting. But oh yeah, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, back to what I was saying before. The first half of the episode was great. Some vibe that I'm getting from this series is that there's depth to it, but it's very abstract, and you need to really search the meaning for it. I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this series is driving at something, like there's some meaning behind it, but you need to really search and find for it, and this is just, it's left up to interpretation of what's really going on, which leaves me questioning if this stuff is really happening, or if all of these events that are happening in the series are simply just a metaphor for something grander on a more enlightening way, if you get what I'm saying, philosophically. So I feel like, again, there's what gives me the idea that this is all, this is all simply metaphorical, is that just the events just seem too out there, and the world and the different worlds don't seem to add up to each other. Like one world doesn't believe in voodoo and all that type of stuff, and then the other world, oh yeah, someone realizes at the end of the opening it fills with red like there's blood. But yeah, as I was gonna say before, was that in this series the worlds don't seem to connect each other. Like one world, they don't believe in all this supernatural stuff, but then in the next world, like what we saw in the first half of the episode, this supernatural stuff, like people were actually taking it really seriously. You see, like, they were obsessed with finding out whether their love likes them or not. And I was gonna say that even I expected the little plot twist happen where the girl didn't really ask, the girl who was a friend of I guess the main female character of the first half of the episode, if you guys catch my drift of who I'm talking about, the girl who's friend of her. We saw who became obsessed with the main male character of the first half. She didn't really ask a direct question to the ghost guy. She kind of asked him, I forgot what she asked him really, but it wasn't a direct question, which I guess is why she got some extra time to live. But she still honestly succumbed to the same downfall as the rest of the girls. I think it just got, a little bit more prolonged, which in a way is kind of like, it's up to interpretation whether her death was kind of a minimal sparing, or if it was just or even enhanced torture. You get what I'm saying? Because she kind of had to deal with more rejection before she died. She still fell to the same death as all the other girls, but she just died in a more prolonged out way. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen just one time. Then again, I don't really know on the full-blown events of what happened, with the other girls, really. Who knows? Maybe the same thing happened with them. I don't know. But yeah, this episode was kind of messed up. Especially with the snail part. It made me really cringe. That's probably the part of the episode that made me cringe the most. It wasn't not the height of the part that I enjoyed the most, but it's the part that got me, thinking like, wow, this series is really like kind of messed up. Not really theme wise, but just visually, it's so out there. It's really, in a good way, cringeworthy. And I don't mean cringeworthy like, oh, it's bad. I mean cringeworthy because it makes you feel some type of way, regarding, like trypophobia. That I seen images on Google, searching up Junji Ito where, I don't know if I have trypophobia or not, but if I do have trypophobia, it definitely shows within some of Junji Ito's artwork, and that's what I mean by cringy. It makes you cringe just because of how outstanding it is. And this episode kind of further induced that with the slug. Great episode, but again, just the first half was like the cream of the crop for this series so far for me. Great episode. I probably have to give it like on a scale of 1 to 10. Again, the animation is what it is. It's nothing too spectacular. I'd say it's fairly average. Might even be slightly below average for like modern day anime, but I'm just saying, in general, from all the animes that I've seen, the animation is fairly average. So I'm not gonna really grade it like, fully blown like a complete modern day anime. And I don't know, again, or either I did know, but I forgot who animates the series, so I can't, say what it's like for their budget. So who knows? Maybe in accordance with their budget, this is animated actually pretty darn well. I don't know. but from what I can tell, from what I see in this, this is fairly average animation, and it's been like that for the past few episodes. So animation is like a 5 out of 10. Don't think of a 5 out of 10 as me saying it's bad. 5 out of 10 is average. For at least what I'm considering it. It's average, really. It's nothing, too bad, nothing too good. It's just straight down the middle. It is as it is. Musically, the OSTs, even the opening, the ending, I really love everything about this series musically. At least for the most part, from what I've heard. I'll say mostly everything, because if there was something that I disliked, maybe there is, that I maybe said in my past reactions, I don't know or not. I don't know for sure off the top of my head. Maybe something that I unconsciously heard. I don't know, but I'm just saying. For the most part, the OSTs, even in this episode, I really digged it. It's well used. The sax, it's really unique that they use the sax. You know what I mean? To really encompass that sense of horror, and it's kind of unexpected. You would expect them to use some type of like grungy guitar or something. I'm not really saying that, but you would expect them to use a different instrument than a sax that's commonly known for playing sick jazz solos and things like that. Again, it's just really interesting that the way that they utilize music in this series to really get the point across, or not get the point across, but to really shove the creepiness down our throats. No slug references. Or snail references, not slug, snail references. I just realized that these are baby snails right here, or slugs, whatever they are. I don't really know the difference. Alligator. I know alligator, and oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name of the other. Oh, crocodile. Alligator, crocodile, tomato, slug, snail, whatever. But yeah, as I was saying before, this series is actually teaching me what a baby snail looks like. Can you believe I went through all that contemplation just to go say that one, stupid point? Anyway, this was a good episode still. Musically it's good, animation it's meh. The way it's written, it's kind of way out there. It's kind of, it's way out there. But it's still, I still feel like it drives at something. I don't know what. It would take me a lot of time to really, really think about it. And if I do think about it, I'm probably going to read too deep into it. But it is what it is. I still think, my point remains, I still think that this series does drive at something, and even if it's very abstract, and it's kind of left open to interpretation. So I feel like this series is, the writing it's kind of hard to rate it. It really is kind of hard. It's really hard to rate abstract things, because you don't know, there's just so many things about it that, it's hard to really pinpoint plot holes, because a plot hole might exist, for the purpose of portraying a certain, philosophical meaning or whatever. You never know. You know what I mean? That's why abstract things are hard to rate. So, in terms of rating the series, not the series, but rating this episode at least so far, it's kind of hard to rate this episode really. It just seemed very abstract. In terms of the whole series, I don't know if this series is building up towards a grand plot really, or if there's really a plot for the series in general. So I don't really know how I'll be able to rate the plot by the end of the series. Because it seems to be, junji collection. So it seems to be a collection of different monsters and different monsters and different characters and things. Although I really wish that I'd seen my boy who I call Ito, from the first episode. I really wish I would see him again. And anyway, I know Junji Ito is the artist of this series, but I don't know what to call the character from the first episode. I'm not good with remembering names off the first episode and things. Anyway, we went over animation, plot, music, writing is with plot. Character anatomies, they seem to be a little bit on and off. again, each image, I mean, I don't know, it's not, this isn't animated like Naruto, you know, where like 1 second, you know, the anatomies are crazy good, then the next second, you know, looks like they're all stick figures, you know, with a little coloring in them. I don't know, it's not like, the series isn't like that. The art is, for the most part, usually consistent, and at least, again, it's always average. It never really goes above that, in my personal opinion, per se, but so far for this, for the manga, when I've seen, the art is always above average. It's amazing, the art for the manga, but for this anime, personally, for me, it just seems it's really average, just like the animation. And I know animation, well, you know what, animation also incorporates art, so it wouldn't really make sense even if I had added or take away points for art, because animation, art are kind of within the same category. You know, animation encompasses art, so I don't know. Anyway. Art, then there is, that's really all I really got off the top of my head, really. I mean, the backgrounds are also fairly average. They're nothing to really go fanboying over, really, either. Again, the series just seems very average, but then at the same time, you could also make the argument that, you know, this average feeling could also build up towards a, you know, a grand point for the plot, because maybe it's average to sort of, you know, further enhance the idea that these characters are just average people in this world, you know what I mean? Like, that's why there's no main character, because each character holds the same level of importance, really. At least each character within each, I don't want to say, I'm having trouble getting my thought out there and really explaining it, but maybe the art itself kind of portrays the idea that certain characters are really equal. There's not really any main character per se. At least this is what I'm getting. I hope there's a main character, but I don't really know. But anyway, still a great episode. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably rate this episode like, I don't know. I really did dig the writing and of the first part of the episode, I have to say, and also the ending was very unique. I'd say it's even more unique than the first part of the episode. Again, the first part of the episode is just really my enjoyment, really. It's not really encompassing writing and everything. The second part of the episode, I feel like had a little more meaning to it and everything. So if I had to rate this simply off of just abstract writing, I'd probably have to give this like, and keep in mind, these are my in the moments thoughts. Okay, this is my reaction. This is in the moment, in the heat of the moment. So, you know, this isn't my, you know, I've cooled down type of review, really, or rather I have cooled off by now, but you know what I'm saying. So I have to rate this like, maybe like I'm stuck between a 7 out of 10 and maybe like a 6.8 out of 10, around there, like I won't say 6.8, maybe like a 7 out of 10 to maybe 7 out of 10. It could be anywhere within that range, to be quite honest with you. I don't want to give this a 6.5 or something just because I feel like it was above that. I feel like this was above a 5, which is what I consider average. But it wasn't great, it wasn't excellent, and it wasn't a masterpiece, in my personal opinion, so far, just based off of the animation, not the manga. The manga's a different story. I didn't read the manga, but I'm pretty sure the manga's a lot more fleshed out anyway. And this is just going off of one of the reviews that I half watched. Anyway, take it easy, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction and little mini review. I don't even know how long I've been recording. So I don't really know if this is a mini review or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, 38 minutes. Yeah, it kind of is a little bit of a mini review. My lips are so dry. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.